Hello and welcome to another episode of Beekaysays. I am BK and you're welcome. Well, if this is your first time coming across my channel on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter or Facebook, do well to hit the subscribe button. Beekaysays comes every Sunday by 7 p.m. Well, today I will be joined by a media advocate on girls and women's rights. His name is Uzy Hamman, and we'll be talking about sex education as it relates to Nigeria and the world at large. Welcome to Beekaysays.
Thank you.
Someone has to talk about it, so we will. Sex education. There, I said it. Someone had to do that. Okay, so let's talk about sex education. In families, in Nigeria, most times you hear things like, if you touch a girl, you get pregnant. Don't just come back with...
I don't get that, don't pregnant. Don't be like, they call funny names. Don't be like that girl, that guy who just...
And they will specify with examples, like they have a list of people.
Anyways, I've never heard anyone say anything like, protect yourself from, some sort of infection, or make sure you don't get this, don't get that.
Abstinence is what is preached mostly in this part of the country.
Yeah, but abstinence is using the wrong language, I believe. They don't literally tell you, oh, do not do it.
They mostly
they just tell you what could happen from, getting involved in the act.
Then you do the math.
Thank you. So it's like that very funny math question where they ask you why minus this is that find why. Who's interested in finding why? Exactly.
So, have you heard about sex education? Like, have any of your parents talked to you about it, or have people around? What is general belief about sex education?
I think it actually varies depending on the location. I think the way parents or families think about or relate on issues of sexual education quite different. The way the family in the East is going to talk about it will sound different. The way the family in the West will talk about it will be different.
Sure.
And the way the families in the North will talk about it will also be different. Now, from my own picture, growing up, I can talk from the northern and western parts. In the northern parts, you hardly hear anyone talk about anything pertaining to
almost doesn't exist.
Exactly. The best you can hear is then it's left for you now to start thinking of what happens after you hug a person and all of that. Then in the West, it's like a daily stuff. You hear that, you hear different things every day. They diss themselves using those kind of words. They use some very funny languages that we cannot use online, even though it's not real thing, right?
This is not real TV, so
we can. Okay. They say stuff like, no, I'm not supposed to say.
Okay, you see, exactly. Subconsciously, you've been trained, you've grown to know that there are things you can't even say.
Yeah.
For instance, in a typical home, you can't even say, my home, for example, when they're trying to ask for the sex of the child, they won't even tell you what's the child's sex. Like, sex is almost like, hey,
don't even mention
don't mention it. It doesn't exist.
Just mentioning the word, like when I was younger, I didn't know the word sex meant gender. I just thought it was sex. I mean, two people just doing something crazy
that is
just
forbidden.
That you're not supposed to talk about.
Always for adults.
Exactly. But like I said, one way or the other, kids get to learn in this environment.
With the internet, not filtering anything.
Yeah, even okay, like back then, we never had the internet.
But we still learn from.
We learned from probably movies
or conversations.
Yeah, you see people kiss, and it was so awkward back then when you're watching a movie with your parents or your family members, and you see two people, but probably the actors are about to just give each other a kiss. And next thing, that's when you know
that you should have put your nails earlier this morning.
Or you're like, you're literally just touching your head for no reason.
It just gets awkward from there. Common misconceptions about sex education. A lot of parents think if I talk about it, then you'll feel curious about this.
True. I think that's the basic and wrong perception that actually affects a lot of parents. And
as a girl, I've heard before, not my family directly now, because my parents tried as much as possible to let me know what is happening, but without saying what is happening. I don't even know how they sneakily.
It's more of telling you indirectly.
Yes.
For a guy, the max you hear is don't get that girl pregnant, or be careful. Because I remember once when I was way younger, about 16. 15, and I just moved back to Lagos then, and my mom saw me with this girl in the area. It's just like, come. It's like, who is this? I'm like, she's my friend.
My friend.
You know, they're always friends.
They're
always friends. So she's like, just be careful with Lagos girls. You know, be very careful. Don't get anyone pregnant. And in my head, I'm like, we were just talking.
They don't like.
And it was publicly. So where does pregnancy come into this picture?
And they expect that somewhere along the line
you will understand. Thank you. And most of the time, you know, you hear parents, for parents who are really shy, they say things like, obviously, yes, don't get that person pregnant, don't go close to a man. What they seem to forget is you're literally not explaining what this person should actually avoid. You're just telling them that this is the repercussion
of what
you did not tell them.
I'm
it
so
sounds
lost.
very confusing.
It sounds very.
Thank you very much. But that's the real
that's
message.
Exactly how.
Because at that point, you have the young person, or the person starts thinking, "Oh, what pregnancy? What do I have to do to actually get someone pregnant? Maybe I should find out on my own and try to do something."
And then, if at most secondary schools started, primary schools, secondary schools today, including into their curriculum in biology, and some teachers will skip the topic or just talk about the surface.
Yes,
and just
we had a lot of those. Although we had some very competent teachers. When it comes to certain teachers, especially biology teachers, taking these courses, some of them are actually kind of interested in what they're teaching.
Almost too interested.
Yes, almost too interested. But another key factor there is the level of attention that the students actually give when they're discussing such topics. I think it's even so much interest.
So much interest.
You will understand that it's very necessary for them to learn this issue, learn more about sexual education. And one of the scary parts, or one of the effects of not allowing them or not even educating them on this issue, could actually result to an infection that could, kill them over time.
What is that parents need to do or need to know about educating their children, and why should they put in more effort to educate their children?
The major reason why parents need to educate their children on sexual education is to protect them from harming themselves. Now, harming themselves in what aspect? For one, information, you have to say, is power. It's very key. It's very important to know what's happening around you, or know things about the resources that you make use of every day.
Sure.
Right? But if the information is polluted or gotten from the wrong place or the wrong source, trust me, it's going to affect the knowledge will be polluted. The product, that whatever is supposed to create after gaining that knowledge, will be polluted. So it's very important now for parents to be the teachers, or to be the tutors on this issue of sexual education directly to their children. You don't have to learn from a friend who probably used the condom wrongly, or a friend who doesn't even know what a condom really looks like. Probably he or she has just heard the name somewhere, or knows has seen a picture somewhere, but hasn't seen it in true life. So another major reason, is to also ensure that the society at large, because each time we keep talking, there's this general thing about how the children in Africa, or the children in every community they don't just belong to one person, they belong to the community. So it means that if something happens to a child, it literally affects every single person around that community or the nation. So if we're really talking about, curbing issues of HIV, HPV, cut down the numbers of people who are affected with cervical cancer, for instance, because I understand that such diseases are actually gotten through what's called sexual intercourse, can be gotten through such as sexual intercourse. So all of those diseases, all of those infections, we can actually have a more healthy society if our children actually know more about these issues, or how to handle them when they find themselves in such situations. For instance, to start with, we have a lot of, I don't know if I'm to call them, they're not teenagers basically, a lot of youths.
There is this where you see children of 4 being caught in
sexual
acts.
Yes.
And it's alarming, but it's true, it happens. They just want to do what they saw on TV or what they heard from their friends, and it's getting worse.
And I think, we shouldn't just dispute the fact that the act in itself has a positive side.
Yes.
But irrespective of the fact that it has a positive side, it's not meant for kids,
that is the message that
I think that's the key message that, you know, parents are always finding it hard to separate from. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm supposed to tell him or her this, and I'm supposed to avoid this particular, exactly. So it's important to give them the basic knowledge, what it could cost, how to go about it. But for when we're saying basic now, we're looking at kids around the ages of 3, 4, 5. If someone touches you here, ensure that you talk about it. If someone touches you here, simply this is what you tell them. No matter the knowledge or no matter the information that the child gets from outside the home, it won't be as relevant as the one that the parent is given directly. Because there are certain things that our parents say to us that just sticks here for
even in person.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining me on this next episode. We totally should do this some of the time. Any final words for the people?
Any final words, like I love to say, just ensure that you put a big smile on someone's face out there and take good care of yourself. And thanks for having me. I think I had a great time.
Yeah, I have the smile. What? Did I just waste my smile?
I had a great time.